The Little Crocodile and the Dream Lake. On the edge of a wide, gently glistening river lived a little crocodile named Koko. Koko was not like the other crocodiles. While his siblings splashed loudly, laughed, and played wild games, Koko was quiet and thoughtful. He loved watching the clouds drift slowly across the sky or following the dragonflies that danced over the water. But most of all, he loved the sounds of the evening. The gentle rustle of the wind in the trees, the soft chirping of crickets, and the trickle of the river made him happy and filled him with dreams. One evening, as the sun sank behind the treetops and the sky turned golden and pink, Koko lay down on the riverbank. The water shimmered in the last rays of light, and the first fireflies began to glow like tiny stars above the meadow. Koko sighed softly. "Tonight," he murmured, "I want to dream something truly special, a dream brighter than all the others." At that moment, he heard a gentle rustling in the grass. Slowly, an old turtle appeared. Timmy, the wisest turtle by the river. Many animals came to her when they had worries, for she was patient and full of stories. "Good evening, little Koko," said Timmy kindly. "You look so thoughtful. What's on your mind?" "I wish for a special dream," Koko said. "A dream more magical than any I've had before," the turtle smiled mysteriously. "Then you must find the Dream Lake." "The Dream Lake?" Koko asked curiously. "It is a place you cannot see with your eyes," explained Timmy. "You can only find it with your heart. There, the most beautiful dreams in the world gather. Whoever reaches the Dream Lake will see the stars dance and hear the music of the moon." Koko's eyes widened. "But how do I find it?" "Be still and listen," said Timmy softly. "Listen to the songs of the night. The path will reveal itself to you." And with that, the turtle slowly wandered on. Koko lay in the grass, closed his eyes and listened. At first, he heard only the river's trickle, then the chirping of the crickets, and then so faint he almost thought he imagined it, came a melody floating through the night like a lullaby. Koko followed the sound. He felt the water carrying him, though he hadn't moved a muscle. Gently, he drifted away, guided by something unseen. Before long, he realized he was no longer in his familiar river. The water shimmered silver, and above him the stars shone brighter and closer than he had ever seen them. "The Dream Lake," Koko whispered. The lake sparkled with tiny lights. Fish made of moonlight swam below the surface, while dragonflies spun from stardust danced above it. It was as if the night sky itself had come down to meet him. Koko dipped a paw into the water. It was warm like a blanket and cool like a summer breeze, all at once. He laughed softly, and his laughter echoed like music across the lake. Suddenly he noticed he was not alone. From the reeds floated a glowing little being, like a ball of mist with two sparkling eyes. "Welcome, Koko," it whispered. "I am Lunaria, guardian of the Dream Lake." "Are you really real?" asked Koko in wonder. "As real as a dream," Lunaria replied. "And dreams are sometimes truer than you think." Koko smiled. "May I stay? I'd love to see the most beautiful dreams." Lunaria nodded. "Of course, but remember, every dream you see here will tell you something about your heart." And so, Koko's journey through the Dream Lake began. First, ripples spread across the water. A beam of light rose, and suddenly Koko stood in a meadow filled with laughing animals, rabbits, hedgehogs, squirrels. They hopped and played, and every laugh sent tiny sparks floating into the sky. Koko joined them. He played tag with the rabbits, rolled in the grass with the hedgehogs, and laughed until his belly hurt. When he returned to the lake, Lunaria smiled. "See, Koko, Sometimes laughter is the most precious dream. It reminds us how light life can be. Then the lake fell silent. The water glowed red, and Koko found himself in a vast plain. Before him stood a small bird, struggling against the strong wind. "I'll never make it," the bird chirped sadly. "You will," said Koko gently. "Let me help you." He lay down, letting the bird climb onto his back. With a strong leap, Koko bounded forward and jumped from a rock. The bird spread its wings and the wind lifted it high into the sky. The bird's song rang out, joyful and clear. When Koko returned, Lunaria looked at him kindly. Courage doesn't mean having no fear. Courage means helping even when it's hard. Finally, the lake reflected something very familiar. His own river. He saw his siblings playing together, his mother watching over them, and Timmy, the turtle, slowly wandering along the bank. Warmth spread through Koko's heart. "I love my home," he whispered. "And that," said Lunaria softly, "is why your dreams will always guide you back there, no matter where you go." The stars began to fade, and the silver glow of the dream lake slowly dissolved. Koko felt himself drifting back, until at last he opened his eyes. He was lying once again by his river, the morning sun tickling his nose. Birds sang their cheerful songs, and the world was bright and new. Koko stretched, yawned, and smiled. He now knew a secret. Whenever he closed his eyes and listened carefully, he could always find his way back to the dream lake. And so, every night, the little crocodile fell asleep peacefully, with a smile on his face, the trickle of the river in his ears, and the certainty that the most beautiful dreams were waiting for him. Before closing his eyes, Koko always whispered softly, "Good night, forest, and sweet dreams for us all." And if you enjoyed Koko's dream journey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like so you never miss another magical adventure. Thank you for watching.